Supreme Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Skakek Kir Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen. Be at ease. I bring only
I know you can. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh! I should run you through for suggesting it.
If they have not said, they must have good reason. And I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally. Protects you with that very power will be the end of Vlaakith's tyranny. The Prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eon. Bring the laser.
I am no...
The Zaith...
I will hear no more of it. I will...
Lays, take the queen. I should keep now to...
There's a schism growing among the Githyank. That's the...
This vessel, this soul.
Better than nothing.
This is no typical gloom. You need to stay alert.
Are you the true soul? I'll take that as a yes. Listen up. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. The shadows have eyes. Go on!
Hey, boy. You want the bone? Fetch! Ah! Else, I near stained myself. Just seeing if this shadow curse is as bad as they say. Word is, it eats anyone gets too deep into the dark. I take it you're the true soul we're waiting on? Needs passage to Moonrise? Right you are. Go through and talk to Kansif. He's been waiting. Wait, you joking? But we're ready to go. You just need to tell Kansif inside. So you want me to... I mean, I'll just go and, No! No!
What was that? What was what?
Look, where's it?
I don't know your smell. Are you a friend? That makes me happy. I like the goblins, but the goblins don't like me. They beat me because I am weak, because I am soft, even though I try my best. But the goblins said I must stay here, or they'll cut me, kill me. You would fight the goblins for me? Huh. I'm scared, but I don't want them to hurt me anymore. Maybe I should go. Thank you. Goodbye, new friend.
True soul. An honor. Did you bring the lyre? Good. We were told to expect you. Then pluck a tune, and our guide will come scuttling.
I hear them, Your Majesty, calling us. Their god and their guide, together.
Watching gods. There is no boot big enough.
Greetings, in the Absolute's name. You have been charged with guiding us.
New flesh for you, my queen. But who are they?
Best introduce yourself. Perhaps you'll listen to a true soul.
And you? What are you?
More faithful of the Absolute. They need a guide to the tower, same as us.
Your minds connect, and you hear a whispered voice. The Absolute. or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the dark.
A true soul. You have more worshippers every day, Majesty. Yes. They'll do nicely.
Try not to piss him off, mate.
To insult me is to insult Her Majesty. It is to mock the Absolute.
Easy now. We're all on the same side, right?
My queen has ordered me to guide her followers through the dark, however imperfect they may be. Very well. Gather the flock. Bless us again, Majesty. Shine your light. Protect us. Come. Follow and stay close. Do not leave the light. Do not feed the shadows.
You heard him. Move out!
So, how was your night with Gale? Did you have a long, hard
They should stay closer,
debate?
my queen. They should stay
Light! Ignore him. Starion envies the depth of our bonds. He's of a shallower inclination.
They must keep up. The shadows are hungry.
Ain't all got 10 legs.
Looks like an ambush.
Wait. Something's wrong, Majesty.
Who's there? Show yourself! Harper's attack! Kill the cultists and get that lantern! Heretics! Villains in the dark!
These Harpers are clearly enemies of the Absolute. They could be worthwhile allies. But defend the guide and you may preserve your cover as a true soul.
Kill them! Tear the heathens to pieces! We strike down the blasphemers in your name, Majesty!
Cutting to the chase.
Something's wrong. I feel weak. Drained.
Wretched little things. No better than the shadows. But no matter, Majesty, they are already dead, and soon forgotten.
I've been rather hasty to judge you, Starion. One heartbreak was quite enough for me. But to experience it as many times as you have must change a person.
Thank you, Gale.
Shadows and heretics,
Let
Majesty.
us both hope that broken hearts are a thing of the past.
They can't stop us!
I'm back!
You look twitchy, Stone Skin. Afraid of the dark?
In this place? Only a fool wouldn't be. Return to the light! Do not stray!
Stay close. The shadows are darkest here, hungriest here. Do not stray from the light, no matter what they promise you.
There's the tower now, big lad. Your breech is still clean.
My blade is, but that can change. Just keep talking.
They will be silent.
Moonrise Towers lies ahead.
They approach your
You're in the
sanctuary.
heart of the
We're close. I can feel it. The Absolute. Its power is strong here.
Playtime's over, pet.
Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out. I'd start caring. And quick, sunshine. Ahem. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Zora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
A doubtful Will catches his breath, but says nothing, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash? Incredible. You actually think you hold the winning hand? Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul-bearer's fulfillment. Now, to...
New meat drider.
Oh, the Queen sent them. Her Majesty's flesh grows full and glorious.
Helped us with some harpers on the way too. They're shadow bait now.
Move.
His thoughts seek yours, searching, grasping. Your parasite squirms in recognition.
Welcome back, true soul. In her name.
In her name.
Her name.
Aye. Disciple Zarel's in the Great Hall. She'll be wanting to see you. Rest of you, head on in.
The others will go in, but I will go up. My queen summons me to her chapel to be in her presence. I hear you, sweet majesty. I am coming. My queen.
Sorry if this is rude, but can
There can be no
vampires
doubt.
fall in love?
This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secrets
Another
of the
true
Absolute.
The disciple will want to see you. Through the main doors.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul. A pity neither of us saw what happened. Better to keep that quiet. Unless you want another look from the receiving end. Look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together. And quite a fool who'd draw their ire. Hmm? An honor.
brothers had the dreams too. Same as me.
These are our allies, Erna.
They wouldn't admit it.
I'll handle the diplomacy. You just keep looking pretty.
Your family will answer.
What a charmer.
Let's get going. Brothers, sister, pray with me while we wait.
I'm not... Many thoughts, one mind.
To stand this close to her power. I never thought I'd make it.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern there. To think the absolute grace is such a creature as that.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
Salutations.
Where do you hail from?
Which
I
way
was a
the
farrier
nearest
in Dissarin
land?
Valley. And the dreams came.
My brothers had the dreams too. Same as me. They wouldn't admit it.
The Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family will answer.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above. Brothers, sister, pray with me while
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you? I've shown Barnabas a kinder way. A kinder name is only fitting. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. She gathers many threads for her design, but it is still her design. And Barnabas has found his place in it. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do? A prayer, I think. Barnabas struggles with civilized speech, but he's been practicing.
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable simply snaps.
No. Barnabas. Darling. No!
There's a parasite in that corpse.
All trace of restraint is gone. Barnabas has tasted blood, and wants more. To your surprise, instead of ravishing you, he grovels with a howl of pining awe.
Lord! Ah! Many died.
Business, not for us.
My brothers had the dreams too. Same as me.
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlach, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
Florenta the Garotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. She's a half-devil. I wouldn't have given her the time of...
Enough chat.
Soul coins, huh?
Sure. For every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of...
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. You want the coins or not? First coin's got the soul of a woman named Maveri. She was born to a cruel mother, and a violent father, and 3 evil brothers, all named Baldur. She never knew a day of love in all her life. When she was a girl of 15, she sold her soul to Tiamat in exchange for someone who would love her unconditionally. She got what she asked for. A fellow named Clint, destined to be her soulmate. Struck by a cart and died a few moments after clapping eyes on our Maveri. Poor guy. The scud of her soul is yours now.
Thanks, I guess.
This one has got the soul of a man named Frakes. Lived in a village near Neverwinter. Hit hard by the worst hunger in 1,000 years. Frakes called out for help. Prayed for his children to have meat to eat. Zariel answered. Made old Frakes grow flesh upon flesh after flesh. His wee ones had all the meat they could stomach.
He should have known. Better to die 1,000 deaths than let Zariel into your life.
Last one's got the soul of a little boy named Ongir. 8 years old. He liked playing in the sun with his friends. That's all I know.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and this slip of scratch.
Well, thanks, Flo.
You got 3 souls. I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand. Better hope you can...
You hear?
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind.
in the belly of the beast now.
Really? If you insist.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern bearer. To think the absolute...
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt. Art thou certain? A single mortal soul.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm full. Mazora gods. She makes a mockery of everything the blade stands for. Not a one. All that fail.
Were I a less considerate man, this is where I'd remind you of the importance of reading the fine print. But fear not. I shall bite my tongue.
I always knew what... Thank you. But, she won't let me go without making a fuss.
Alzaluna-Baldur, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul, and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. Put plainly, I'd like your blood. A vial of true soul's blood, specifically. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine. Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your friend. He's a vampire, no? Or one of their spawn, at least.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge? How very disappointing. Welcome back, true soul. Oh, if you know of any other true souls willing to aid my research, though, do send them my way. Come back and...
I've been thinking about the runes Cazador carved into my back. I don't know much about Infernal, but I know anything written in Devil script is going to be bad news. I'm afraid that through those runes, somehow, Cazador might still be able to dominate me. Oh, any excuse to get my shirt off, I see. But no, I don't think another viewing will serve any purpose. I need someone with a little more expertise. Our devilish friend, Raphael. If anyone's going to know about infernal text, he will. I knew you'd see the pragmatic side. Unfortunately, he comes and goes in his own schedule, so we'll just have to look out for any sulphurous odors or the sound of questionable poetry. Meanwhile, I think I'll spend some time studying the art of infernal negotiations.
So you found the seat of the Absolute's power. And what a power it is. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. Of course not. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me. Yes. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me. Its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
I've heard that in Baldur's Gate, wizard is also a term used for one who ensues their more carnal desires. Is that true, Will?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important. I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending twice over, in fact. You supported me against Lae'zel. I'm... to become... It's all but... Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. Thank you.
Thoughts are back on the twisted Skeletas and his honeyed words of violence.
You called for me, milady? I don't need to. They are all the same. There is but one thing on your mind, and it won't go away until your thirsty urge is sated. I come here, for I wish to bring you another powerful tithe. But I cannot grant you this prize quite yet. You must do something divinely unspeakable first. Oh, the reward will titillate your twitching urge. You will receive a royal prize for killing this pretty girl. Isabel, the cleric with the sweetest face of the moon. She is too precious to live. Oh, Master, consider the tiny mishap with the bard you had the last time we met. Your unconscious clever mind hungers for extreme violence. Who knows who you might kill next if you do not satisfy your urge? Be true to yourself, my lady.
Dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
I want to thank you for what you said whilst I was in front of that vile drow. I spent 200 years using my body to lure pretty things back from my master. What I wanted, how I felt about what I was doing, it never mattered. You could have asked me to do the same. To throw myself at her. What I wanted, be damned. But you didn't. And I'm grateful. It's a novel concept, I admit. And, a little intimidating. It would have been so easy to bite her. To just go along with what I was being told to do. A moment of disgust to force myself through, and then I could have carried on just like before. The entire reason for my existence was to seduce anything with a pulse. And every instinct I have tells me that nothing's changed. I'm still just a means to an end. You made me see that I never stopped thinking like I was his slave. Even in freedom. But I'm more than that. More than a thing to be used. Really? Surprises, aren't you? Honestly, I have no idea what we're doing. Or what comes next. But I know that this is nice. I want to thank you. For what you said. Whilst I was in front of that vile drow. I spent 200 years using my body to lure pretty things back from my master. What I wanted, how I felt about what I was doing, it never mattered. You could have asked me to do the same. It's a novel concept, I admit. It would have been a moment of disgust to force myself through. The entire reason and every instant you made me... But I'm more than that. Really. You're full of surprises, aren't you? Honestly, I have no idea what we're doing. Or what comes next. But I know that this is nice.
The reaction failed. Perhaps I can pawn it off as a luck